Hello and welcome. My name is Austin if you're new here, and I'm a certified financial planner practitioner. On this channel, we help educate you on complex financial planning topics. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. One of the first things that we do with clients when we start working with them is we look at their 401k plans. And today I'm going to share with you the four biggest things that we find when reviewing 401ks and how to make them more efficient and how to make them how to improve their return, essentially. So let me share what those are. The first one here is knowing what type of contribution that you're making to the plan. Now, a lot of plans offer one or more of these contribution types. You can put money in pre-tax, after-tax, or you can put in Roth dollars into the plan. So pre-tax essentially means that you're going to receive a deduction on your taxes this year if you're contributing money pre-tax. After-tax means you're not receiving the deduction this year. You're paying the taxes today on the money going into the plan. And the money that's going into the plan is going into a tax deferred account. Okay? That's what's different from the Roth contributions. The Roth contributions, you're paying the taxes today, but the money that's going into the plan is growing tax-free, not tax-deferred, but tax-free. And then when it comes out in retirement, it's tax-free. And there's times when we use a combination of these, or we may recommend one or the other. For example, if someone is a high income earner, they're making a lot of money today, and they expect that their tax bracket is higher today than it will be in retirement, we may recommend pre-tax contributions so that they're getting more of a deduction or a reduction in their taxes today compared to the future. So it may be more beneficial for them. Someone who's a lower tax bracket today but has the potential to make more in the future, or who may, want to spend more in retirement than they are today, a Roth contribution could be better. But that's not a blanket sweep recommendation, because there's going to be times where we use one or more or a combination of these. It really just depends on every individual circumstances. So just make sure you know how your contributions are going in and what type of tax status they are. Secret number two is having the correct beneficiary designations. And this one's pretty straightforward, but when a lot of the common mistakes that we see are people have their parents listed instead of a spouse, they have an ex-spouse, or even minor children. And so it's important that you just know who you have as your beneficiary and why, and make sure that you understand the implications of that. So if you haven't already, take a look at who you have as your designated beneficiary. Secret number three is breaking up with your target date fund. Target date funds are also called target retirement funds. And so most employers will default to a target retirement fund based on the age that you turn 65. So for example, if you were born in 1980, your default investment might be the ABC Target Date 2045 fund, for example, right? And they're going to have many different options based on a few different hypothetical retirement years for you. And then you're invested according to how someone might invest based on that year. But the main reason for this is because age shouldn't determine your investment mixture. There's much more that goes into that. It shouldn't just be a blanket sweep recommendation. People's comfort level overall with risk is a huge factor. Many people, are fine taking on additional risk, while others might want to be more conservative or safe with their money. Time horizon is one factor, right? How long you have to be investing can play a role in choosing the investment that you should be in. As well as your goals. Is this money going to be needed for retirement right at the beginning, middle, at the end? What other retirement accounts might you have? How are they invested? So really, it's just one piece of a multiplicity of factors that go into deciding the right investment. So just make sure you understand how it fits into your overall plan there. And then target retirement funds are usually one of a few options. Usually you get 10 or 20 different options in your 401k. target retirement funds are usually the most expensive. With 3 to 5 of the other investment options, you can usually do the same, if not better, at a performance-wise than compared to the target date funds, but for less cost. So just make sure you understand what the expenses are that you're paying. As always, that's an important factor. All right, and secret number 4 is rebalancing and redirecting. Okay, so when you want to change your investment mix in your 401k to something different, or you want to rebalance, you're coming in to do your yearly rebalance, or adjust your investment holdings, there's a few things you need to do. So you can place trades to rebalance your existing investments in your account, but then you also need to redirect future contributions into the correct investments. So every paycheck, when you're paid and your 401k contribution goes in, you need to set it up so that it's directed to go into the correct investments that you've now chosen if you've changed your mixture. Otherwise, you may see that the funds are just distributed back into the old investments that you've always had. So make sure you rebalance your current accounts and select the right investments, but then also direct any future contributions to go into the correct investments that you've selected. And then make sure you're rebalancing at least annually. And markets are going to move, and if you don't come in at least annually, maybe a couple times a year, and adjust or tweak things, or perhaps give the portfolio a haircut, right? The stocks potentially could grow a lot faster than the bonds, or vice versa, depending on the market situation. So just make sure you know what your investment mix that you're targeting is, and that you're coming in regularly to make sure that you're staying at that target, and that should help. All right, and I want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions about what we've talked about today, click the link in the description to learn more about our firm and how we can help.